He knows you well. And you tell him what Abigail told you in her uncle's house last week. She did say it had naught to do with witchcraft, did she not?
She did.
You cannot keep this, John.
I know I cannot keep it.
Good.
You doubt me yet.
If it were not Abigail that you must go to hurt, would you falter now? I think not.
Now look,
I see what I see,
you
John.
will not judge me more, Elizabeth. I have good reason to think before I charge fraud on Abigail, and I will think on it. Let you look to your own improvement before you judge your husband anymore. I forgot Abigail.
And I?
Spare me! You forget nothing and forgive nothing. Learn charity, woman. I have gone tiptoe in this house all 7 months she is gone. I have not moved from there to there without I think to please you. Still an everlasting funeral marches round your heart. I cannot speak, but I am doubted, judged for lies, as though I come into a court when I come into this house.
John, you are not open with me. You say you saw her with the
I'll
crowd,
plead
and
my
now you
honesty,
say...
no
John,
more,
I am only
no
trying to...
more! I should have roared you down when you first told me your suspicion, but I wilted. Like a Christian, I confessed. Confessed! For some dream I had must mistaken you for God that day, but you are not. Let you remember that. Let you look sometimes for the goodness in me. Judge me not.
I do not judge you, John. The magistrate that sits in your heart judges you. I never thought you but a good man. Only somewhat bewildered.
Elizabeth, your justice would freeze beer. How do you go to sailing when I forbid it? Do you mock me? I'll whip you if you dare leave this house again.
I am sick, Mr. Proctor. Pray hurt me not. My insides are all shuddery. I'm in the proceedings all day, sir.
And what are the proceedings here? When we proceed to keep this house, as you are paid £9 a year to do, and my wife, not wholly well.
I made a gift for you today, Mrs. Proctor. I had to sit long hours in a chair, and I passed the time with sewing.
Oh, why, thank you. It is a fair doll.
We must all learn to love each other now, Mrs. Proctor.
Aye, indeed we must.
I'll get up early in the morning and clean the house. I must sleep now.
Mary, is it true? There be 14 women arrested?
Oh, sir. There be 39 by now.
Why, she's weeping. What ails you, child?
Mrs. Osborne will hang.
Hang? Hang, you say?
Aye.
The deputy governor will permit it?
He said, sir, he must. But not Sarah Good, for Sarah Good confessed, you see.
Confess to what?
That she sometimes made a compact with Lucifer and wrote her name in his black book with her blood and bound to torment Christians till God throws down we must worship hell forevermore.
But surely you know what a jabber she is. Did you tell them that?
Mr. Proctor, in open court she near choked us all to death.
Why, I've never heard you mention this before.
I never knew it before. I never knew anything before. When she came into the court, I say to myself, I must not accuse this woman, for she sleep in ditches and so very old and poor. But then she sit there denying, and I feel a misty coldness climbing up my back, and the skin of my skull begins to creep, and I feel a clamp around my neck, and I cannot breathe air. And I hear a voice, a screaming voice, and it was my voice. And all at once I remembered everything she'd ever done to me.
And what did she do to you?
Mr. Proctor, when she come to this very door, begging bread and a cup of cider, and mark this, whenever I turned her away empty, she mumbled.
Mumbled? Child, she may mumble if she is hungry.
You will not go to court again, Mary Warren.
I must tell you, sir, I will be gone every day now. I'm amazed you don't see what weighty work we do.
It is strange work for a Christian girl to hang old women.
But they will not hang if they confess it. Sarah will only sit some time in jail. You must see it, sir. It's God's work we do. So I will be gone every day now for some time. I I am an official of the court, they say.
I'll official you!
I will not stand whipping anymore, Mr. Proctor.
Mary, promise now you will stay at home.
The devil's loose in Salem, Mr. Proctor. We must do
I'll
something
whip the
with it.
devil out of
I
you!
saved her life today.
I am accused.
Only somewhat mentioned, but I said, I never seen no sign that you sent your spirit to hurt no one, and seeing that we live so closely, they dismissed it.
Who accused me?
I am bound by a court of law. I cannot tell it.
Go to bed.
I will not be ordered to bed no more, Mr. Proctor.
Do
I'm
you wish
18.
to sit up? Then sit up.
I wish to go to bed.
Good night, then.
The noose is up.
There'll be no news.
She wants me dead, John, you know it. You have a faulty understanding of young girls. There was a promise made in any
A
bed.
what
and you
promise?
spoken or silent, a promise is surely made. Oh, she will dote on it now, I am sure she does. She thinks to kill me and take my place. There be 1,000 names, John. Why does she call mine?
Good evening.
Mr. Hale, come in, come in.
I hope I do not startle you.
Oh, no, it were only I heard no horse.
You are Mrs. Proctor?
Elizabeth.
I have some business with you.
Business of the court?
No. I come of my own, without the court's authority. Hear me. I know not if you are aware, but your wife is mentioned somewhat in the court. Do you know your commandments, Elizabeth?
I sure do.
And you, mister?
Why, I do surely.
Then let you repeat them.
The commandments?
Aye.
Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's goods, nor do thee any graven image. Thou shalt have no gods before me. Thou shalt not use the name of the Lord in vain. Thou shalt remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Thou shalt honor thy mother and thy father. Thou shalt bear no false witness. Thou shalt not steal.
You have said that twice, mister.
Aye.
Adultery, John. I think we must tell him.
I have no proof, other than that my word be taken, but I know the child's sickness had naught to do with witchcraft.
Not to do?
Mr. Paris discovered them dancing in the woods, and he jumped out and they took sick.
Who told you this?
Abigail Williams.
Abigail?
I had no idea before tonight that the whole world had gone daft with this nonsense.
John!
Giles, what's